Alrighty, this is going to be the first video on YouTube, hopefully, for Blockbrain, where we're going to talk about blockchain and investing into crypto, and hopefully making it as accessible as possible. Alright, so let's come over here and take a look at CoinMarketCap. So recently, obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum have been hitting all-time highs and are still doing quite good right now. The way things typically work, though, is that a lot of money funnels into Bitcoin. New investors get in because that's the one big crypto they've heard of. And then people start looking around and seeing that there's, well, a lot of other options. The next most obvious being Ethereum. So then that starts pumping up. And then you start to see the trickle down into the other top 10 coins and eventually lower market cap coins. So one of the things that people quickly start to realize once they put their money into ETH and then start looking around at what else they can do with it is that you are still paying a ton in transaction fees when it comes to just about anything you want to do within the Ethereum network. That is supposedly going to be addressed at some point in the not too distant future. Eventually they're going to be changing from a proof of work to a proof of stake for ETH, but that's still a ways off. And in the meantime, you still have a lot of people wanting to put their money somewhere, or they're not going to get charged, say, $40 to try and buy a $70 altcoin within the Ethereum network, like I tried to do. I backed out of it because it didn't make any sense to me to spend that kind of money just on the transaction fees. So these high transaction fees caused a lot of people to start to look for other places to put their money for a higher rate of return than what you could get on either Bitcoin or Ethereum, and hence number 3 on our list now of overall market cap, BNB or Binance Coin. So the great thing about BNB and working on the Binance Smart Chain or BSC is that you have really small transaction fees compared to Ethereum, like a fraction of a dollar to do the same type of transactions that would cost 40, 50, even more on the Ethereum. So money's starting to flock into BNB. People are looking around and seeing what can I do on the Binance Smart Chain. So let's take a look at BNB real quick and just see what happened here since the beginning of the year. It's obviously just gone parabolic. So here we are looking at BNB since January 1. We were at $38, and today we're at a little over 600. And with that in mind, let's look at Cake, which is the PancakeSwap token that you purchase with BNB. And here we have PancakeSwap, the Cake token, year to date. Boy, I wish I could have gotten in at 63 cents. Because today it's $35. It came down a little bit from a high of about 43, I believe, just last week. One of the cool things about a proof of stake versus a proof of work network or blockchain is that you can participate in staking pools, and one of the most popular ones obviously is PancakeSwap and their staking pools, where you can earn their Cake token. So we've got staking pools over here on PancakeSwap. You're putting your Cake tokens into the staking pool, which is going to help validate transactions on the Binance Smart Chain. And as a reward, you're going to earn APY of 145%. APR of 91.49%. if you want to stake it or if you want to compound it manually. They just added this auto staking here, auto restaking, which I'm not certain that's the way to go entirely, but it is kind of a set it and forget it type of thing, so there is something to be said for that. But you can see here the ROI, and it's really insane, especially if cake is going up in value as you're earning more of it. So compared to traditional financing, traditional banking options, where you are obviously earning next to nothing right now in your checking account or savings account, you're 145% over the course of a year. Again, in a token that's actually appreciating, yeah, it's going to be fluctuating here and there. There's no doubt about the volatility of pretty much everything in the crypto sphere, but I'd be willing to put a decent amount of money in this type of an asset compared to just letting it sit in my near zero interest bearing checking or savings account. So that's what you can do with cake currently, and I'm not saying that this is the absolute best option. I'm just saying it is an option, and it's obviously not bad. So if you're just trying to get into something better than Bitcoin in terms of long-term ROI, you still could definitely do worse than getting into BNB or cake at this stage of the game. They've definitely gone up a lot just since the beginning of the year, as I just showed, but who knows where they'll actually top out, right? But if you want to try and get ahead of the curve for the next mover similar to BNB and cake, take a look at Cardano. Cardano was a great project. I won't go into great detail about it, but it's going to give ETH a real run for its money because it's built from the ground up on a much more solid ground than ETH ever was. As you can see from the chart here, ADA definitely has been going up of late, but it's still at a very accessible price compared to ETH or Bitcoin for sure. So the short version is that Cardano has a huge upside, and it has yet in terms of pricing to really take off. So buying in now, you might not be getting like the greatest discount. I mean, obviously it's gone up quite a bit since the beginning of this year, really. But it's still a lot of movement left in it. And the lower levels of its up and coming ecosystem are just now starting to shape up. So let's come over here to SundaySwap. SundaySwap is essentially trying to be like the PancakeSwap of the Cardano sphere. So this is the news that I wanted to share with you guys, because SundaySwap, you can't even buy it yet, and they just came out with this, well, 2 hours ago. This is basically stating how they're going to do their initial stake pool offering, or ISO. And really the bottom line is all you have to do is get ADA through whichever exchange works the best for you. I'm suggesting Binance, but wherever you can buy it the easiest, that'll work. And then you definitely do need to get it off of that exchange, and hopefully before they make it available as a staking pool. So if that sounds interesting to you, I will make another video showing you how to get ADA off of Binance and into your own personal wallet, so you can stake it wherever you feel like. Stake it and stick it wherever you like. Over and out. I hope some of you found this helpful, and if you did, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. Either way, I appreciate it. Have a good one. Thing you probably have realized